12th question. Draw a rectangle of sides 5 cm and 3 cm. Draw a square of the same area. Let us draw a line of length 5 cm at first. Now take 90° at one end and draw a line. Now put the protractor at the other end and again draw a line by taking 90°. Now we have to take the breadth as 3. Here I am taking 3 cm in the compass and put it at this end and draw an arc. And this length is 3 cm. The same way, take 3 cm at this side also. Now join them. So now we got a rectangle with sides 5 cm and 3 cm. Now we have to make a square having the same area of this rectangle. First of all, let us extend the length. Now take the breadth in the compass and draw an arc. Now consider the line joining length and breadth, which is shown in red color. We have to draw the perpendicular bisector of this line. Put the compass at one end and draw arcs on both sides. To put it at the other end, taking the same radius, again draw arcs on both sides. Now extend the arcs so that they intersect. Join the points of intersections. This is the perpendicular bisector of the line. So now we got the midpoint of the line joining length and breadth. Put the compass at this point. Take this much radius, draw a semicircle. Now extend the breadth so that it meets the semicircle. This is the side of the square which we have to draw. Take that distance in the compass and draw an arc. Put the compass at this point, taking the same radius, draw another arc. Now put the compass at this point, again draw an arc. Mark the point of intersection. Join this point to the point of intersection. Again join like this. So we got the square now. This is the square having the same area of the rectangle with sides 5 cm and 3 cm. 13th question. In the figure, O is the center of the circle and ABC are points on it. Angle OAC equal to 30°, AB equal to BC equal to 5 cm. What is the measure of angle OCA? What is the measure of angle ABC? What is the length of AC? Look at the triangle OAC. Here OA equal to OC. Therefore, angles opposite them are also equal. Since angle OAC equal to 30 degree, angle OCA is also equal to 30 degree. Now let us find third angle of this triangle. Sum of the three angles is 180 and two angles are 30 and 30. So the third angle, angle AOC equal to 180 minus 30 plus 30. That is 180 minus 60 or 120. That is angle AOC equal to 120 degree. Now look at angle ABC. That is the angle made by the arc AC. So it is half its central angle. That is half AOC. Therefore, that is half into 120 or 60. That is angle ABC equal to 60 degree. Now we have to find the length of AC. Given that AB is 5 cm, BC is 5 cm. So ABC is an isosceles triangle. The angles opposite to this are also equal. That is angle A equal to angle C. Now we know angle ABC equal to 60 degree. Look at triangle ABC. Sum of the three angles is 180 and one of the angles is 60. What is remaining now? Only 120. And both angle A and angle C are equal. So both of them should be 60 each. That is angle A equal to 60 degree, angle C equal to 60 degree. Now see the triangle ABC, all the three angles are 60 or equal. So it's an equilateral triangle. That means the third side is also equal. So AC equal to 5 cm. 14th question. A box contains 4 black beads and 3 white beads. Another box contains 5 black beads and 7 white beads. One bead is taken from each box. Write the possible number of pairs. What is the probability of both being black? What is the probability of getting one black and one white? What is the probability of getting at least one black bead? This box contains 4 black beads and 3 white beads. Second box contains 5 black beads and 7 white beads. One bead is taken from each box. We have to find the possible number of pairs. In the first box there are 7 beads and in the second box there are 12 beads. So the possible number of pairs is 7 into 12, that is equal to 84. Now we have to find the probability of both being black. Let us find number of pairs in which both beads are black. In the first box there are 4 black beads and in the second 5 black. So number of pairs in which both are black is 20. Therefore, probability of getting both black beads equal to 20 by 84. 5 fours are 20, 21 fours are 84. So, it can be simplified as 5 by 21. Now, we have to find probability of getting one black and one white. First of all, let us find number of pairs in which both are white. In the first box there are 3 white beads and in the second there are 7 white beads. So altogether there are 21 pairs in which both are white. Now we have to find number of pairs in which one bead is black and the other is white. There are 3 situations. When we take a pair of beads, sometimes both are black, sometimes both are white. And some other times one bead is black and the other is white. So in order to find number of pairs in which one is black and one is white, it is enough to subtract pairs in which both are black and number of pairs in which both are white from the total number of pairs. That is, number of pairs in which one is black and one is white is equal to, from the total 84, we have to subtract 20, which is number of pairs in which both are black, and 21, which is number of pairs in which both are white. That's equal to 84 minus 41, and that is equal to 43. That means altogether there are 43 pairs in which one bead is white and the other is black. So the probability of getting one black and one white is 43 by 84. Now we have to find the probability of getting at least one black bead. This one black bead means it can be two black beads, or it can be one black bead and the other white, but it cannot be both white. So it is enough to subtract number of pairs in which both are white from the total number of pairs. Total number of pairs is 84 and number of pairs in which both are white equal to 21. So there are 63 pairs in which there is at least one black bead. Sometimes it can be both black beads, sometimes it can be one black bead and the other white. So the probability of getting at least one black bead equal to 63 by 84. 15th question. Write common difference of the sequence with algebraic expression 3n plus 11. At the 7th term of this sequence, write the first natural number term of the arithmetic sequence 14 by 8, 17 by 8, 20 by 8, etc. Given that the algebraic expression is xn equal to 3n plus 11, we have to find the common difference of this sequence. We know the common difference is the coefficient of n, that is equal to 3. Now we have to find the 7th term. To find the 7th term, let us replace n by 7. So 7th term equal to 3 into 7 plus 11, that's equal to 21 plus 11, or the 7th term equal to 32. Now we have to find the first natural number term of the sequence 14 by 8, 17 by 8, 20 by 8. Let us write the sequence. The sequence is 14 by 8, 17 by 8, 20 by 8, and the next term is 23 by 8. 23 cannot be divided by 8. Now the next is 26 by 8. 26 cannot be divided by 8. Next term is 29 by 8. Again 29 cannot be divided by 8. Now the next term is 32 by 8. Here 32 can be divided by 8. So this is the first natural number term of this sequence. So we can write the first natural number term of the sequence is 32 by 8, or that is equal to 4. The same can be done in another way also. We need to write all the terms to find out the first natural number term. Look at the numerator. The numerators are 14, 17, 20, 23, etc. It's an arithmetic sequence with common difference 3. Actually, it is the arithmetic sequence with algebraic expression 3n plus 11. So, the sequence 14 by 8, 17 by 8, 20 by 8, etc. The algebraic expression is 3n plus 11 by 8. So, let us look at the algebraic expression now. Here 11 can be splitted as 3 plus 8. So we can write it as 3n plus 3 plus 8 all divided by 8. Now again we can split it into two fractions, 3n plus 3 by 8 plus 8 by 8. Now 8 by 8 means it is 1. So we can rewrite it as 3n plus 3 by 8 plus 1. Now 3n plus 3. In these two terms 3 is a common factor. So let us take 3 outside and we can write 3 into n plus 1 by 8 plus 1. Now this is a fraction. This becomes a natural number only when 3 into n plus 1 is a multiple of 8. Then only we can cancel the 8 at the denominator. And we know 3 is not a multiple of 8. So n plus 1 should be a multiple of 8. When will n plus 1 become a multiple of 8? When n equal to 7. So that means the seventh term of the sequence is the first natural number term of the sequence. And to find out the term, we can put n equal to 7. So n plus 1 equal to 8, 8 and 8 get cancels, and we get 3 plus 1, or that is equal to 4. 16th question. In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle and BBCQ is a square. The probability of marking a dot without looking to be within the square is 2 by 5. What is the probability of marking a dot to be within the rectangle APQD? If the area of the square is 8 square centimeters, what is the area of the rectangle ABCD? If the area of the square is B, and if the probability of the dot being in the square is B by A, then what is the area of the rectangle APQD? Given that probability of marking a dot to be within the square is 2 by 5. In the larger rectangle ABCD, there is a square and there is a rectangle. Sum of the probabilities is always 1. Since the probability of marking a dot to be within the square is 2 by 5, then the probability of marking the dot to be within the rectangle APQD equal to 3 by 5. Now the second part of the problem, given that area of the square equal to 8 centimeter square. Let the area of the rectangle ABCD be x. Then the probability of getting the dot within the square is 8 by x, but it is given as 2 by 5. So we can write 8 by x equal to 2 by 5. Cross multiplying, we will get 2x equal to 40 or x equal to 20. Therefore, the area of the large rectangle ABCD equal to 20 centimeter square. Now the third part of the problem, given that area of the square equal to B. Probability of the dot being in the square equal to B by A. Let the area of the large rectangle ABCD be x. Then probability of the dot being in the square can be calculated as B by x. But it is equal to B by A. Therefore, B by x equal to B by A. That means x equal to A. Area of rectangle APQD equal to area of the large rectangle ABCD minus area of the square BBCQ. Now, area of the rectangle ABCD is got as A and area of the square is given as B. Therefore, area of the rectangle APQD equal to A minus B. 17th question. The 7th term of an arithmetic sequence is 40 and 13th term is 80. What is the 10th term? What is the sum of the first 19 terms of the sequence? What is the sum of the first 19 terms of the arithmetic sequence with 7th term 42 and 13th term 82? Given that 7th term is 40 and 13th term is 80. What is the difference between 13th term and 7th term? That is 6 times common difference. That is 80 minus 40 equal to 6D, or 40 equal to 6D. Therefore, D equal to 40 by 6 or 20 by 3. So the common difference is 20 by 3. Now we have to find the 10th term. We know 10th term equal to 7th term plus 3 times common difference. Here the 7th term is 40 and 3 times common difference means 3 into 20 by 3. 3 and 3 get cancels and we can write it as 40 plus 20, that is equal to 60. That is the 10th term of this sequence equal to 60. Now we have to find sum of the first 19 terms, and that is equal to n by 2 into first term plus 19th term. Now we know first term plus 19th term equal to second term plus 18th term, or that is equal to third term plus 17th term, or that is equal to 7th term plus 13th term. Look at the position sum. 1 plus 19, that is 20. So whenever the position sum is 20, the sum of the terms are also equal. Therefore, first term plus 19th term equal to 7th term plus 13th term, and that is equal to 40 plus 80, or that is equal to 120. Now we are going to find sum of first 19 terms. So n equal to 19. So we can write it as 19 by 2 into 120. 62s are 120, so we can write it as 19 into 60, and that is equal to 1140. Now we have to find sum of the first 19 terms. If 7th term is 42 and 13th term is 82. Again, sum of first 19 terms equal to n by 2 into first term plus 19th term. And we know first term plus 19th term equal to 7th term plus 13th term, or that is equal to 42 plus 82, that is equal to 124. So we can write sum of first 19 terms as 19 by 2 into 124. 62 2s are 124, so we can write it as 19 into 62, and that is equal to 1178. 18th question. In the figure, AB is the diameter of the circle. BC equal to CD equal to 6 centimeters. The length of PA is 3 centimeters less than the radius. What is the length of PD? Find the radius of the circle. Let us look at the figure once again. Given that BC equal to 6 cm, CD equal to 6 cm. From the figure, PD equal to BC plus CD, that is equal to 6 plus 6, or 12 cm. Now we have to find the radius of the circle. Look at the figure. Let the radius be x. Given that PA is 3 centimeters less than the radius, so we can write PA equal to x minus 3. Now from the figure, PB equal to PA plus AB. PA is x minus 3 and AB is the diameter, or 2 times the radius. So we can write x minus 3 plus 2x. Now x plus 2x is 3x. So we can write it as 3x minus 3. Now we know PA into PB equal to PC into PD. Let us replace the values. PA is x minus 3. PB is 3x minus 3. PC is 6 and PD is 12. So we can write x minus 3 into 3x minus 3 equal to 6 into 12. Now let us multiply x minus 3 by 3x minus 3. Take x from the first bracket and multiply 3x from the second bracket. Now take x from the first bracket and minus 3 from the second bracket. Now take minus 3 from the first bracket and multiply it by 3x from the second bracket. Now multiply minus 3 from the second bracket by minus 3 from the first bracket. Now 3x into x is 3x square, x into minus 3 is minus 3x, minus 3 into 3x is minus 9x, minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9. Now minus 3x minus 9x equal to minus 12x. So we can write it as 3x square minus 12x plus 9. So we can see 3x square minus 12x plus 9 equal to 72. Now take 9 on the other side. So we get 3x square minus 12x equal to 72 minus 9, or 3x square minus 12x equal to 63. So we got 3x square minus 12x equal to 63. Now see, each term can be divided by 3. When 3x square is divided by 3, we get x square. When minus 12x is divided by 3, we get minus 4x. When 63 is divided by 3, we get 21. Now let us use completing square method. Look at the coefficient of x, minus 4, half it, minus 2, square it, 4. Add 4 on both sides. So we get x square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 21 plus 4. Now the left side is a perfect square, that is x minus 2 all square, and on the right side it is 25. Let us take square root on both sides. X minus 2 equal to plus or minus 5. Now this can be written as two equations, x minus 2 equal to 5 or x minus 2 equal to minus 5. From the first equation we can write x equal to 5 plus 2, and from the second equation we can write x equal to minus 5 plus 2, or we can say x equal to 7 or x equal to minus 3. Now x means the radius cannot be negative, so we can say x equal to 7 or radius of the circle equal to 7 centimeters. 19th question. AB and CD are two perpendicular chords of a circle with center O. Angle D equal to 30 degree. What is the central angle of arc AMC? What is the measure of angle A? Find the sum of the central angles of the arcs AMC and BQD. Is this relation true for every measures of angle A and angle D? Justify. Let us look at arc AMC at first, which is the angle made by this arc. One of the angles made by it is B. So angle made by arc AMC equal to 30 degree. Therefore, the central angle of arc AMC equal to 2 into 30 or 60 degree. Now we have to find angle A. Given that AB and CD are perpendicular, so this angle is 90, and therefore angle A plus angle D is 90. So angle A equal to 90 minus 30 or 60 degree. Now we have to find sum of the central angles of arc AMC and BQD. Let us look at arc AMC. The angle made by this arc is 30 degree. Therefore, the central angle of arc AMC equal to 2 into 30 or 60 degree. Now let us look at arc BQD. The angle made by this arc is angle A, and we got it as 60. So the central angle of arc BQD equal to 2 into 60 or 120 degree. Now sum of the central angles of arc AMC and BQD equal to 60 plus 120, that's equal to 180 degree. Now the last part of the question is this relation true for every measures of angle A and B? Whenever AB and CD are perpendicular, this angle is 90. Therefore, angle A plus angle D is always 90. That means sum of the central angles is always 180. That means this relation is True for all values of angle A and B. 20th question. The algebraic expression of a sequence is 81 minus 8n. What is the 10th term? What is the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence? Whether the sum of any number of terms of the sequence will be 400. Why? Given that the algebraic expression is xn equal to 81 minus 8n, let us find the 10th term at first. To find the 10th term, we have to replace n by 10. That is, 10th term equal to 81 minus 8 into 10. That is 81 minus 80. Or the 10th term is 1. Now we have to find sum of first 10 terms. For that, let us find out the first term. First term is 81 minus 8 into 1 or 81 minus 8, that is 73. Now sum of first 10 terms equal to n by 2 into first term plus last term. Here number of terms is 10, first term is 73 and last term is the 10th term, that is 1. So we can rewrite it as 10 by 2 into 73 plus 1, or that is equal to 10 by 2 into 74. Now we can simplify 2 and 74. 37 2s are 74. So we can write 10 into 37 and that is equal to 370. That means the sum of the first 10 terms is 370. Now we have to check whether the sum of any number of terms of the sequence will be 400 or not. So let me find the 11th term at first. 11th term means 81 minus 8 into 11 or 81 minus 88 and that is equal to negative 7. And now we can see 11th term onwards the terms are negative. When we take 12th term, it is 81 minus 8 into 12. When we take 13th term, it is 81 minus 8 into 13, like that. So all the terms after 10th term are negative. And we have seen that sum of the first 10 terms is 370. Afterwards, the terms are negative. So the sum will never become 400. So we can say sum of any number of terms of the sequence will not be 400. 21st question. A rectangle has perimeter 40 centimeters. Write a pair of numbers that can be sides of this rectangle. Find the length of the sides of the rectangle with perimeter 40 centimeters and area 96 centimeters. First of all, we have to find a pair of numbers that can be the sides of a rectangle with perimeter 40. Perimeter means 2 times length plus breadth. So we can write 2 times length plus breadth equal to 40. Then what is length plus breadth? 20. So we can write any pair of numbers with sum 20. That is, we can write 1 and 19, we can write 2 and 18, or we can write 3 and 17. Even we can write 9.5 and 10.5. We are considering only rectangles with perimeter 40. Only one condition. So we can write any pair of numbers with sum 20. Here I am writing only one example, 12 and 8. Now we have to find sides of a rectangle with perimeter 40 and area 96. When perimeter is 40, we know length plus breadth equal to 20. Let the length be x. Since length plus breadth equal to 20, breadth equal to 20 minus x. Now given that area is 96, area means length into breadth. So x into 20 minus x equal to 96. Now let us multiply. X into 20 is 20x. X into minus x equal to minus x square. So we can write 20x minus x square equal to 96. Now look at the coefficient of x square. It is minus 1. It is minus x square. In order to convert that into x square or positive x square, let us multiply each and every term by minus 1. When we multiply minus x square by minus 1, it is x square. When we multiply 20x by minus 1, it is minus 20x. When we multiply 96 by minus 1, it is minus 96. Now let us use completing square method. Let us look at the coefficient of x. It is minus 20. Half it. Then we get minus 10. Square it. We get 100. Add 100 on both sides. So we can write x square minus 20x plus 100 equal to minus 96 plus 100. Now look at the left side of the equation. It is a perfect square. It is the square of x minus 10. And on the right side, minus 96 plus 100 equal to 4. So we can write x minus 10 on square equal to 4. Now let us find square root on both sides. The square root of x minus 10 on square is x minus 10 and square root of 4 is plus 2 or minus 2. So we can write x minus 10 equal to plus or minus 2. Now we can split this into two equations, x minus 10 equal to 2 or x minus 10 equal to minus 2. From the first equation we can write x equal to 2 plus 10, and from the second we can write x equal to minus 2 plus 10. From the first x is 2 plus 10 or 12, and from the second x is minus 2 plus 10, that is 8. X equal to 12 or 8 means length can be 12 or 8. When length is 12, breadth is 20 minus 6 or 20 minus 12 or 8. When length is 8, the same way breadth is 12. Anyway, the sides are 12 and 8. So we can say the sides are 12 centimeter and 8 centimeter, where the perimeter is 40 and area is 96.